Hello, this is Gary at Jack Raven Bushcraft. Thank you for watching our video. This week I'm going to talk a little bit around punkwood. This is a piece of punkwood in my hand. It's the material that's left over when a dry rot has been through a piece of wood. So it feels it's really lightweight, kind of corky, almost sponge-like in texture. So it is really soft here. What I've found is if I kind of specifically go out into the woods to try to find punkwood, it's one of those things that more often than not doesn't happen. Whereas if I'm just out and about in the woods, keeping my eyes open and just generally kind of looking for stuff, then you find it. So it's one of those where you have to be an opportunist, really. It is useful for us as a tinder. So this I could light with a fire steel, a ferro rod, traditional flint and steel. For those two, what I find actually is sometimes if you crumble up the punkwood, that it tends to work a bit better. But you can also use solar ignition methods with this. So you could put this into a parabolic mirror or a Fresnel lens or lens of some description, which is what I'm going to do now. So I have my trusty lens. So this is one of the items that I carry in my fire lighting kit. People often ask about these, do they work all year round? Is it temperature dependent? So yes, they do work all year round, and no, they're not particularly temperature dependent. So here we are now, it's kind of mid-January, but it is one of those wonderful winter days when it's just a completely clear blue sky, not a cloud in sight. So I'm hoping very much that this will do the trick. Let's get myself positioned there. Key with the lens is to keep it still, and so I'm just kind of using my hand there on the stump to keep that still. Unfortunately this is going to be obscured from the camera at the moment because my hand is in the way, but that was really smoking. Didn't quite take. I'll have another go. Might just not be quite long enough there, but as I say, the secret for this really is about just keeping things steady so that you're focusing that light down onto the same spot, the same place. And again, I've certainly got a nice bit of smoke coming from this. So I'm just going to leave it for a couple of seconds extra to make sure that my spark, my ember, really does form in there. So we've got just put that out again. We've got the punkwood as it is, so as we find it, and it can be relatively successful there. But we can also char punkwood, and ends up looking a little like that. Charred punkwood is even more straightforward to ignite, so it is worth charring up, I think. And especially with a little tin like this, if I was to be using my traditional flint and steel, then I would just leave the charred punkwood in the tin and just drop sparks down onto the top of it until a bit ignites, and then just pull it out and use that bit in your tinder bundle. Just for the sake of comparison, just see if I can pop a bit of light onto the charred I think that had gone up a little while before I picked that up actually. So whether you've used punkwood as you find it, or whether you've charred your punkwood, once you've got that ember in it, then it needs to go into a tinder bundle, and then you're going to do all of the blowing it into a flame part. And so I do have videos on that topic, so I will add a link into that so you can watch how to construct your tinder bundle, how to use your tinder bundle to light a fire. So hopefully guys, this is something that is useful to you, something that you can take on your own bushcraft adventures. I shall endeavour to get some more content out next week. In the meantime, take care, stay safe.